I'm from Cottonwood, Arizona in the United States. I'm having a total hip replacement or hip revision surgery, taking out the old ceramic hip and putting in a new construct. My hip has been in my body for over 25 years. It was only supposed to be good for 15 to 18 years, so it's well overdue and it's quite abused. And I've been pretty much out of commission for the last 3 years, having to utilize my cane and have not been able to work in my line of my business, which is landscaping. What it boils down to is I come down here to New Zealand, and for about 20% of the cost of the surgery in America, I'm getting great professional help, great surgery, and the best price and service that you could believe. Well, New Zealand is, for one thing, a beautiful country. It's not in political turmoil. I do know that there are other countries where there's qualified help, qualified orthopedic surgeons. Unfortunately, they're kind of scary places for a person like me to go to, especially I'm not a cosmopolitan person. I've never been out of my country, and so I feel very, very safe and secure coming to New Zealand. Communication with Medtral staff has been absolutely incredible. It's one of the finest experiences that I've had in any type of professional situation. It's actually been so smooth and so comfortable that I've told many of my landscape customers about it just because. My accommodations here in New Zealand have been above and beyond anything I would ever consider. The surgeon, Dr. Gary Hainan, was, to me, one of the top-notch orthopedic surgeons I've ever come across. I've had a few orthopedic experiences in my life, and fortunately for me, this time around, I was given a very strong insight as to what to expect, what was going to be done, what materials were going to be used. And he showed a great deal of care and concern afterwards in follow-up and check-up to make sure that I've been doing very well. Well, here in New Zealand, the medical professionals that I've encountered, from the anesthesiologists to the blood work people to just the nurses on the floor, to the aftercare people, the in-home nurse care, everybody has seemed to me to go way above and beyond what they're obligated to do. I'm not used to this type of treatment in the medical profession. Oh, I had quite a few concerns prior to my surgery, especially prior to coming to New Zealand, having never traveled out of the States before. All those concerns are absolutely negligible. It's ridiculous how easy the process has been made for me. I'm recovering way better than I anticipated. It's just one of the cleanest, smoothest operations I've ever gone through. Care in New Zealand compared to care in the United States. I'm a United States citizen and I'm proud of it. But the care, the medical profession, the care that you receive here in New Zealand far surpasses anything that I've ever received in the United States. I've always been a number, a client, an issue in any medical procedure that I've ever gone through in the U.S. And over here I've been treated with humanity as a person, as an individual with individual needs and desires. And it seems like everything has been catered to beyond my wildest dreams. I would come back to New Zealand for future treatment at the drop of a dime, as well as just to be a tourist and to visit with all the people who have befriended me in the medical profession, have gone beyond their scope as medical people and befriended me. I'd love to come back and visit them on an individual basis. There's no way that I can express my thoughts on New Zealand in a limited amount of time. I've found the Kiwis to be some of the friendliest people. Some of the islanders that I've met here, such as my domicile help, have been the biggest hearted people that I've ever met in my life. They've gone Again, at the risk of sounding redundant, they've gone above and beyond any of their call of duty to make sure that I've been taken care of in way better form than I felt that I deserved. Medtral Services as a whole, I believe, is probably one of the greatest innovative medical assistant companies. I really don't know how to describe them as to what they do, but they've put together, to me, a genius program to bring medical patients over, give them the best of health care, the best of surgeons, the best of aftercare, and to smooth the process from acquiring visas to flight plans to accommodation to every facet that you could possibly think of. They've gone above and beyond any type of organization I've ever come across. I'm sorry to laugh about that question. Yes, value for money. I've got way more than my value for the money. You can't pay for this. You can't pay for this type of service that I've received.